Hi, thank you for joining us on this episode of Sports Bets for Free. My name is Scott Jenkins, your host, just a local sports bettor here in Phoenix, Arizona. And hopefully today with our picks and your picks, it's going to be another profitable day for you. Thursday, we've got April 25th, Major League Baseball slate for you. Welcome to a national holiday of NFL Draft Round 1, right? So we got baseball games. We got a couple more. We got basketball games going on. We'll have another show for the basketball. We got all kinds of bets going on. So thanks for tuning into the baseball show. A lot of opportunities, I think, to slide in while a lot of major events are going on. So let's if you're new to the show, let's give you a little bit of rundown here. We fade or follow 4 teams due to the fact that there is so many baseball games per night, as there can be up to like 15 games a night. So we fade or follow 4 teams: Cubs, Dodgers, Royals, and Orioles. So we stick in those 4 games. We'll give you some leans on some other games that are going on, or maybe some plays that we take a look at on that one. But we bet in those 4 games, just to give you a heads up on that one. So welcome to the show. Let's get started with the Thursday plays here. So first game up, 9:36 out here in Phoenix, 12:36 Eastern time. Brewers finish up and Pirates. Peralta and Mitch Keller. Mitch Keller has struggled a little bit. Brewers figure out a way to win games. They have done really well so far this season at scoring runs. One thing I thought they would struggle with mightily, especially with Yelich out of the lineup. They've done a really nice job at scoring runs in this one. Should be a good pitchers matchup, but we do like the Brewers to kind of maybe sneak this one out. They are a $1.20 favorite in this one. We'd have a slight lean towards the Brewers. Next game up, 10-11 out here in Phoenix, 1:11 Eastern time. We've got Nick Martinez of the Reds hosting the Phillies with Zach Wheeler. Zach's pitch, the Phillies were on an absolute tear, 7 games in a row, and they were pitching extremely well. Pitching in Cincinnati is a little bit different story. That ball, first of all, the Reds can hit, and that their home field advantage there is pretty strong when they can come to score some runs. So this one here, we'd have a slight lean towards the Reds, and take them plus on the money line. They're about a plus $1.30 roughly on the money line, but we'd have a slight lean on that one there. Next game up, same time, 10-11 out here in Phoenix, 1:11 Eastern time. Twins, White Sox. Obear versus Soroka in this one. If the White Sox are going to win a game in this series, this is probably going to be it. I still wouldn't play it. The White Sox are barely averaging over 2 runs per game in this one. We like the Twins in this one. Even though they're a $2.40 favorite, you have to lay it right now. Until the White Sox can get something figured out offensively, you have to continue to make money against them. So we would be taking the White Sox in that particular matchup there. Next game up, 11-11 out here in Phoenix, 2:11 Eastern time. Blue Jays, Royals. We got Jose Barrios and Cole Ragans pitching. Cole, we love Cole Ragans, first of all, so let's get that one out of the way. I think he's a fantastic pitcher. He got beat up in his last start with the singles machine by the Orioles. They were putting balls in play all over the place. He didn't make it through 2, and they scored like 7 runs. Here's the biggest thing for Ragans. I think, unfortunately, the Royals just are not. He seems to be the guy that's going to get stuck with no run support so far this season. Barrios has pitched awesome. I'm totally flabbergasted this guy's been able to put it together here. This game's based on a coin flip. We're in this game because it is a Royals game on this one. So we are on the Blue Jays in this. Blue Jays money line, -1.5, 2.5, 3.5 on the run line. Blue Jays over 3.5 team total. Blue Jays money line, first 3, 5, and 7 innings. George Springer, home run, double, over hits, runs, RBIs, 2+ total bases, 3+ total bases, and 2+ hits. Davis Schneider, home run, double, over hits, runs, RBIs, 2+ total bases, 3+ total bases, and 2+ hits. Now, we are recording this a day early, so Schneider might not be in the lineup. I expect him to be. They'll need as many right-handed bats as possible. Bo Bichette and Vlad Guerrero once again Bo started off. He had a decent start to last season, but Guerrero's absolute dog doo-doo so far in April. The only thing that scares me in this is the Blue Jays don't score a lot of runs anyway. They figure out to win a lot of 1-2 run games. but they don't come out and dominate with the lineup. And their lineup's not as good as it was last year, but still good enough here. I think it's a better lineup overall than what the Royals have. They just got more depth than what the Royals do throughout that lineup. But I absolutely feel for Cole Reagans. He should have been 3-0 going into his last start and then lost that one. Instead, he doesn't have a win on the season, and he's pitched extremely well except for one game. I just think the Blue Jays here are going to figure out how to muster through this game here and get to Reagans enough. Or what's normally happened is Reagans pitches 6 strong innings, and it's nothing going into the 7th inning, and then all of a sudden the Royals bullpen shows up, which is one of the worst in the league. So one more time, the bets in that Blue Jays-Royals game. Blue Jays money line, -1.5, 2.5, 3.5 on the run line. Blue Jays over the 3.5 team total. Blue Jays money line, first 3, 5, and 7 innings. Springer, home run, double, over 1.5 hits, runs, or RBIs, 2+ total bases, 3+ total bases, 2+ hits. Davis Schneider, home run, double, over hits, runs, RBIs, 2+ total bases, 3+ total bases, and 2+ hits. Next game up on the board, 11:21 out here in Phoenix, 2:21 Eastern Time. Verlander and the Astros going against Javier Assad and the Cubs. Bellinger out now, as he did break some ribs, so he disabled list. Since Suzuki went down, they've had trouble scoring runs to begin with, except for a couple Tauchman home runs the other night. I don't know how many runs they're going to put up there. This batting lineup for the Cubs is not looking spectacular in this one. You package that with Verlander in the pitching, even though the Astros have absolutely been well below their norm. We got to like the Astros in this particular game on the road, finishing up this series. So we'll take the Astros money line, -1.5, 2.5, 3.5 on the run line. Astros over the team total. Astros -0.5 a run, first 3, first 5, and first 7 innings. And then Yordan Alvarez, homer, double, over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs, 2+ total bases, 3+ total bases, 2+ hits. Jose Altuve, home run, double, over hits, runs, RBIs, 2+ total bases, 3+ total bases, and 2+ hits. The Cubs, Michael Busch has had a good start, but all of a sudden the last few games he's hit kind of a skid as well. Nico Horner has actually been better over the last 10 games. Swanson's been below par. Morel's been below par. They're playing Amaya a lot more, so we're not seeing a lot of Yan Gomes. He is a good stick in that lineup, but Ian Happ does what Ian Happ is, which is he's not an average major league hitter, yet he continually hits at the top of the lineup for the Cubs. I'm not really sure what to do. Like with this Bellinger injury, and if Suzuki's not back soon, I don't know what their offense is going to be. I think it's going to be a real hard time for the Cubs. Hendricks just hit the IL as well. Not that he was pitching any good, but they're going to need some sticks. It might be time to call up the youngsters. I know it's a little early for that, but they got some youngsters down there: Owen Cassie, Kevin Alcantara, Brendan Davis. They got some sticks down in the minors. The question is, are they going to pull them up and give them a stint and see how they do with Bellinger hitting the IL as well? So could be some tough times coming up for the Cubs unless they can get something figured out. But one more time in the Astros-Cubs. Astros money line, -1.5, 2.5, 3.5 on the run line. Astros over the team total. Astros -0.5 a run, first 3, 5, and 7 innings. Yordan Alvarez, homer, double, over hits, runs, RBIs, 2+ total bases, 3+ total bases, and 2+ hits. Altuve, homer, double, over hits, runs, RBIs, 2+ total bases, 3+ total bases, and 2+ hits. Next game up on the board, Mariners and Rangers. Luis Castillo. This game's at 11:36 out here in Phoenix, so 2:36 Eastern Time. Pitching matchup here says Mariners, right? Castillo, though, has struggled mightily to start off this season. Andrew Heaney's been okay. I just trust the offense of the Rangers here more. If we got a struggling pitcher and you can't score runs, it makes it for a difficult proposition in order to win the game. So we'd lean here towards the Rangers. They are about an even money dog in this one. That'd be the lean there in that game. Next game up, 12:11 out here in Phoenix, 3:11 Eastern Time. Padres, Rockies in Denver. Hudson versus Vasquez in this one. I don't know how you can bet on the Rockies anywhere, to be really honest. Amazingly enough, for the Padres here, they're less than $1.50 favorite on this one. We've been leaning heavily towards the Padres. The total is at 11, and in Colorado, 11's not that bad of a total. We'll be looking maybe to the north side of that total as well. Last couple games up, 106 out here in Phoenix, 4:06 Eastern time. Dodgers-Nationals play Game 3, Yamamoto versus Mackenzie Gore. This line's gotten taken off like stupid. I mean, we're betting this thing 24 hours ahead of time, and this thing jumped from like minus 195 to minus 210 already. It's probably going to get worse as we get closer to game time. So if you like the Dodgers here, suggest getting on this money line as early as possible. Mackenzie Gore's pitched well so far this season. The Nationals have C.J. Abrams has been really good. The Dodgers, though, on their bad nights tend to score 3 to 4 runs. That's the difference with that lineup. That they can put up 4 runs on a really bad night where they strand a bunch of runners, where the Nationals definitely cannot do that. So we'll take the Dodgers in this one. I know, the broken record, right? We're taking the Dodgers again. Yeah, I think they tried to get back after they did lose 2 out of 3 to the Nationals at home last week. So Dodgers money line, minus 1.5, 2.5, 3.5 on the run line. Dodgers over their team total. Dodgers minus a half a run first 3 innings, minus a run and a half first 5 and first 7 innings. Mookie Betts, homer, double over hits, runs, RBIs, 2+ total bases, 3+ total bases, 4+ total bases, and 2+ hits. As him and Freeman both have good success against Mackenzie Gore in the past. Freeman, home run, double over hits, runs, RBIs, 2+ total bases, 3+ total bases, 4+ total bases, and 2+ hits. If this Dodgers offense starts clicking and that bottom of the half of that lineup can hit, they put up 10-run games pretty consistently. That's the magic of this lineup. That it's deep. I don't think it's quite as deep as the Braves lineup, as I think the Braves have a little bit more throughout the order. But the top half of this lineup is star-studded, no question about it. You've got, with Betts, Ohtani, Freeman, Will Smith, who hasn't been hitting homers, Max Muncy, Teoscar Hernandez. Those dudes can rake all day long. It's just the bottom of that lineup's definitely been a struggle. And when they don't get runners on and Mookie's leading up, or they're all coming up to bait with nobody on, leaves the run scoring down a little bit. But we think the Dodgers are starting to figure a little bit of things out as they got, getting some wins here and there. Just had a bad week at home. We'll chalk it up to that. And we'll go Dodgers money line, minus 1.5, 2.5, 3.5 on the run line. Dodgers over their team total. Dodgers minus a half a run, first 3 innings. Minus a run and a half, first 5 and 7. Betts, homer, double, over hits, runs, RBIs, 2+ total bases, 3+ total bases, 4+ total bases, and 2+ hits. Freeman, homer, double, over hits, runs, RBIs, 2+ total bases, 3+ total bases, 4+ total bases, and 2+ hits. So at the end of every show we do on YouTube, you will find a link to our Google Sheets. It's a ledger of all of our bets, what juice we got those at, how many units we wagered, what book we placed them at, then obviously the result. It'll read docs.google.com/spreadsheet. This is the easiest way to find all the bets that we just went through on the show on there. So if you're looking for these baseball bets, you're going to go to 2024 baseball on the tab. Scroll down to April 25th. You'll be able to see all of these bets. If you want to see any days in particular, you can also look those up. You just got to scroll down to the date, and you can look at all of those. So feel free to check that out when you get some time. You can also see it on our YouTube and TikTok pages. It'll be there in our channel pages as well. The same docs.google.com/spreadsheet. So that's the easiest way to find us, or to find all those bets. And if you want to make life really simple to find us, all you have to do is subscribe to us on YouTube or follow us on TikTok or any other social media platform. Makes life extremely easy to watch everything that we put out by just following us or subscribing to our channel. And if you want to make life even simpler, turn on those notifications for the social media platforms that we're on. You'll get a notification to your phone or device to let you know Sports Bets for Free has dropped a new episode of bets. Give you plenty of time to match them up with your bets and give you that ton of confidence you need heading to the betting app or betting window. We do appreciate everybody's support as always, and we look forward to seeing you on the next episode.